Taurus, the Divine Soul, how are you? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If this message resonates, like, subscribe, and comment. And for more clarity on your situation, check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you would like to schedule your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. And for a totally fresh perspective, check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. You will love her. You can find her info in the description box as well. And Taurus, make sure you stay tuned till the end of your reading where I will pull a message from your ancestors tying everything together. All right, so let's dive right in. All right, so you got the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So a lot of overthinking. Your angels are telling you not to think so much, but instead feel what to do next, right? Listen to your intuition, because your personality creates your personal reality. And what that really means is like how you think and how you feel creates your state of being, and your state of being creates your reality. And right now, your reality is what's in harmony with you. So right now, I do see here that there's a lot of over-analyzing, a lot of forcing, efforting. And this is only because you're trying to make something happen. And this is something that's natural. Like we all try to make this happen, right? Like we're trying to meet our soulmate, we're trying to, get that promotion, and we're efforting rather than being effortless, because that's how we've been brainwashed and programmed to do. I know when I was growing up, I was told to grind my way through it, right? And hard work and grit. Yeah, there's just focusing on the effort and the process is great, but when you can't get in through a door frame, you know what you got to do? Go around, right? Don't try to squeeze through. You're going to bust through the door. And right now, your angels are telling you that there is some sort of strategic energy about you that is going to bring a lot of insights in your life when you look at things from a different perspective. What does this really mean? If you are having a hard time getting the downloads, clarity, your answers to a decision you have to make right now, this is the time right now for you to really look at things from a different perspective. Get out the jar to be able to see the label. So right now, rather than think, feel. How can you feel? You have to stop. Be mindless and open to receive, right? So one trick I love to do is I always pretend, we always say meditate. And you may ask yourself, well, what is meditation? How do I meditate? I have a hard time meditating. Well, one trick that I love to use is I close my eyes, and then maybe I'll throw in some focus music, go on YouTube, type in focus music, and then imagine a golden ball of light within your chest. Now imagine feeling that light, and the more you feel it, the brighter and brighter and brighter it gets. It's just shining. You can feel it. And that's the trick. Try to make that light bright, right? Because what are you doing? When you're doing that, first off, you're not worried about your bills, your worries, your thoughts, your things, your body, none of that, right? You're focusing inwards. And then you're connecting to a light ray. You are a light ray, right? That's what you really are. Your angels and guides, we're all light rays. So right now, you got to understand that by focusing inwards, by doing that, don't worry about trying to problem solve, none of that. Just take a little meditation snack, focus on that light, and you're going to release and let go. And by releasing and let go, it's almost like imagine if your foot's on the engine, on the gas pedal. Imagine that engine's just redlined, right? Take your foot off the gas, and then the engine cools down, right? And that's really what's going on. Then the mind can think. And then expect downloads, insights, clarities, synchronicities, hints, clues, coincidences, all the good stuff from your angels and guides telling you exactly what your next steps should be. And then at that point, you're going to let go, receive, plant seeds financially, romantically. Everything will come to you rather than you looking for it. So excellence is habits. Everything I just said, it sounds easy, but unless you take, execution, it trumps knowledge. So unless you take action, it's not going to help us. So this is a time right now to focus on what can go right. Give your body a taste of the future, a vision of the future, the story of the future. Let go of that familiar past, right? This is a time to let go of nostalgia, because I do see here a lot of the effort, a lot of the pressure you're putting on yourself is because you're telling yourself you're trying to make something happen because you feel like you had something once and you feel like you lost it. Maybe you had a business, maybe you had a relationship, and you're trying to gain it back. Understand you will gain it back. Have faith. Your angels and guides are telling you that it is coming, right? Don't second guess this. Believe in it. It is coming. But the only way you're going to regain your power, regain your awareness, and really reclaim your independence is right here in the present moment. Let go of that familiar past. Let go of the predictable future. It is not helping you. Focus on the now. Instill excellent habits, and good things will come. So remember, you manifest who you are, not what you want. So manifest what you're looking for by demonstrating the behavior in your mind, right? So clear and concise image. Who's your soulmate, for example? What do they look like? What's their personality like? What time do they wake up? What do they eat? What do they find funny? What's on their YouTube feed, right? You manifest who you are. Become that person and you will attract what you're looking for. But first and foremost, really, again, same thing with money. Like, what do you want? A corner office? Do you want to work for yourself, work for somebody else? How much money do you want to make? I don't care if it's realistic, analytical, practical, none of that. What do you want, right? You have to know what you want. It's like walking into a restaurant and telling the waitress, waiter, what you want. Then they can give it to you. You can't just say, I want food, right? And right now, Spirit is telling you, you got the 2 of Swords and 10 of Swords. So you're getting a warning sign that your angels and guides are going to intervene unless some sort of change happens. And this change is you closing a door, opening a door. And right now, by you closing a chapter, a new one will begin. But the chapter you got to close, it feels like it's something that is deep-rooted in the shadow in the form of a limiting belief. And it's something that you've been feeling for quite some time. And it's almost like you got insomnia from it as well. So for example, ask yourself, when you wake up in the morning, what is the thing you're thinking of that's putting you in fight or flight? What is making you feel like you're walking on eggshells? Before you go to sleep, what are you trying to fix, right? A lot of times before we go to sleep, we're trying to problem solve. How do I get rich? How do I pay off my bills? How am I going to meet my soulmate? How am I going to deal with so-and-so tomorrow, right? When you're sleeping, that is the last thing you want to do. You actually want to reprogram your subconscious mind for success. Use Neville Goddard's technique, right? Like, so for example, before you go to sleep, rather than think of the problem you have, like say if you got in an argument with your coworker, rather than go to sleep and be like, oh man, I can't believe I got to deal with this person tomorrow, think the exact opposite. When you go to sleep, when you close your eyes, visualize you and that coworker becoming friends. You guys burying the hatchet, shaking hands. Matter of fact, becoming best friends, laughing it off, feeling like everything's okay. It actually turned into a blessing. Then the next day when you go to work, your mind cannot tell the difference between real or fake. If it feels real, you're going to be feeling like the tension is gone. Your energy will be different. They will feel it. And now you're getting results. So this works for anything, right? Reprogram your subconscious mind. Now, I do see here romantically that you're being drawn to someone that's in perfect harmony with you. And I do see here that this is a beautiful empath like yourself, very sensitive, but your sensitivity is your greatest strength. And I see both of you are ascending, learning lessons, and both of you are moving on in your spiritual journey. And I do see here a lot of lessons being learned solo, but lessons going to be learned together. And during this time frame, your angels and guides are telling you to do what feels the best. Really put yourself in a position of freedom, right? Don't try to force something to happen. If you are efforting your way at work, efforting your way with relationships, efforting your way in a situation, time to audit that relationship, audit that belief, right? And you can only do that by tapping into your spiritual powers, which is really the only way you can do that is not through the phone, not through blogs and, asking stuff. You can only do that by grabbing a pen and paper, for example, automatic writing without intention. Just pour your soul out. Just write anything that comes to mind. You're going to notice that it doesn't even sound like you. Who is that? That's your angels and guides speaking to you. Right? When you read it back, you're like, wow, it's not even my vocabulary. You can articulate yourself like that. But your angels are telling you that this is the time for you to see the endless miracles around you. This is the time for you to lead by example. This is the time to sing your own song. This is the time to have heart coherence and trust yourself. This is the time to summon up the inner lion within you, that courage, that bravery that's deep down inside, yearning to come out. Your soul wants knowledge, experience, and wisdom. And by doing so, now you're opening the floodgates of abundance, and your angels and guides can deliver you what you're looking for, like really gift you your desires, because spirit always rewards those who reward themselves. So instill excellent habits. Take action. Don't take no for an answer. Don't shoulda, woulda, coulda. Don't should yourself, like Alicia and I say. Don't should yourself, right? Just take action, inspired action, and good things will come. All right, Taurus, so I pulled a message from your ancestors. Right now they say, let love be your beacon. And a beautiful card. And I will read from the book for you. So this is number 4242. And right now your ancestors say, let's see. So they say, lead with love. When you enter a new situation, see love paving the way. It is a tense situation or work environment. Do a visualization exercise of filling the space with bright, beautiful love for everyone involved, including yourself. Acknowledge what is going on and be willing to change how you are approaching this. Communication will be harmonious and you will have greater prospect by creating what you are looking for. Focus on the light within you, right? Imagine this light shining out of you. Your inner light will permit you to see the world with new eyes and learn new things every day of your life. So again, that beautiful light we spoke of, your ancestors are telling you to focus on that. You are light ray. Understand that you have this beautiful energy within you, but harness it. Know that you're a spiritual being. Keyword spiritual, keyword being, not spiritual doing, spiritual being. So just be, act as if. Be open to receive. That's why meditation is so important. Meditation is not something lazy people do. All the top CEOs, they all journal and meditate. What do they know, right? Right now, focus on that, Taurus, and good things will come. All right, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Hope there was a message in here for you. If there was, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Till next time, ciao.